Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Dearman. I do hope that you are going to make some changes because it is unacceptable that our country has yet to fulfill its promise to educate and support Native students. Over the years, the Government Accountability Office has produced several reports citing a lack of oversight, overfunding, unsafe conditions for students, insufficient staff, poor academic performance at the Bureau of Indian Education. Native students in my home state of Oregon are facing these challenges, and their stories are well documented and very troubling. A recent investigation by Oregon Public Broadcasting shines a powerful light on serious concerns about student health, safety, mismanagement, alleged abuse and fraud, and lack of transparency at Chemawa Indian School. Parents are worried about the safety at the school. They don't find out often about their children's medical needs. Local tribes are worried that students are not meeting academic standards and that teachers and support staff are not prepared to support students affected by trauma. We don't know if appropriate background checks are being done. In fact, there's some indication that they aren't. And teachers are raising alarm about school conditions and student expulsions. Mr. Dearman, I hope you're familiar with the names Marshall Friday, Melissa Abel, and Flint Tall. They were all students at Chemawa, and none of them is living today. Marshall struggled to access medication for a heart problem. The school didn't tell his mother about the heart problem. He had physical and mental health issues, and he died at the age of 19. Melissa Abel was 18 years old when she died in her dorm room at Chemawa. She had heart problems. Her roommates were calling for help. The staff thought they were fighting. Response was delayed. Flint Tall was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He got expelled over the objections of a teacher who wanted to keep him in school. She had just promoted him to advanced English, to honors English, but he was expelled. That was hard on him and his family. He did the wrong thing. He drank and he drove. He was 15 when he died. When his teacher found out about his death, she said, "I was furious. I never felt more powerless to protect a kid against people who are also supposed to be protecting kids with me." Mr. Dearman, I'm deeply concerned that Chemawa students continue to be subjected to significant risk factors that threaten their safety, well-being, and ability to learn and be successful. We need to know that the Bureau of Indian Education is taking this issue seriously and what is being done to support Chemawa. We sent a letter, 6 of our 7 members of our Oregon delegation sent a letter in November of 2017. We have yet to receive a response. When can we receive a response from BIA? And how will the president's budget, which is cutting funding for BIA, hinder your agency's ability to support these students and students across the country?
Thank you, Congresswoman. Let me address our Chemawa situation first. I don't have the information in front of me why these students were sent home. To fix situations is we really need to get back to where we're training our superintendents and our principals of our schools of parent rights, student rights. We are actually scheduled to, the last week of this month, we're having what we call an off-reservation boarding school meeting at Chemawa on campus. And expulsions, treatment, there's a lot of things that are on the agenda that we're going to cover. As a system, what we've done in the past, and again, we've really started working on this, we hire principals and leaders and we give them a key and say, go make great changes, good luck. But there's no support. We've got to get back to where we're training our principals and our leadership over what's available in our system.
And
We've actually,
Mr. Chairman, when can we get a response to our letter we sent?
That's actually the responses in the review process, and I apologize that it's taken so long, but it is in review.
Members of the advisory board at Chemawa say they're continually kept in the dark about financial matters and other key campus issues. What is the Bureau of Indian Education doing to ensure meaningful leadership, oversight, and consultation from tribal communities at off-reservation boarding schools like Chemawa?
The financial oversight, the school boards are required to sign off on the budgets, and that's a requirement of us, our system, BIE. So I'm not sure why they're saying that they're not privy to the information because we receive the budgets with their signatures. If they're wanting more in detailed information, that's something we can check on while we're there.
I appreciate that. And the Oregon Public Broadcasting investigation revealed that students are being rushed through the system. There's a concern. We want to know what the Bureau is doing to make sure that the students who earn high school diplomas are actually prepared for life after high school, regardless of what path they may take.
And that's one thing that we're really hoping comes through with our negotiated rulemaking. And let me explain our system. Our system, as far as academics, we are located in 23 states. Our schools take 23 different assessments. What we're really hoping comes out of negotiated rulemaking, and with the approval of the committee and the secretary, is one assessment, to where we can, as a system, target and provide technical assistance to one assessment. Right now, our schools in the past and still currently, it's depending upon the local leadership, because as far as guidance from the BIE, there hasn't been any. The successful schools in our system are successful either because of the tribes that are operating the schools or the local leadership. And we've got to get better as a system to support all of our leaders in our schools.
And thank you. As I yield back, Mr. Durman, we need to do better. These students deserve better. I appreciate your efforts.
Yes, the gentlelady's
Thank you,
time
Mr.
has
Durman.
expired.